Hi everyone, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Astin Khoiriyah and I'm from 2024U and my ID number is 24046740008. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you about the leadership from the 16th president from the United States, yes, which is Abraham Lincoln. And stay tuned.
With a task before me greater than that which rested upon Washington, I bid you an affectionate farewell.
Imagine your country was breaking apart and every decision you made could either save it or destroy it. Yep, that was the reality faced by Abraham Lincoln, a man with no wealthy background, with no special privileges, yet he became a leader of a nation in its darkest moment. Today, I will tell you how Lincoln's leadership during crisis and made him one of the greatest leaders in history. When Lincoln became a president in 1861, the country was deeply divided. Soon after, the American Civil War began, a conflict between the North and the South. The war wasn't only about the political but also about slavery and human rights. At that moment, Lincoln faced an enormous challenge, which to preserve the unity of the nation while dealing with the strong opposition. Lincoln had a clear vision, which to keep the nation united and to end the slavery. In 1863, he issued the Emancipation Proclamation, which declared a freedom for people in Confederate States. And this decision showed that he was not only a political leader but also a human leader. Despite the conflict, Lincoln showed compassion toward others, and he believed that after the war, the nation needed healing, not the revenge. And this made him not only a strong and great leader, but also the human one. Lincoln was also known for his powerful communication skills. In his famous speech at the Gettysburg Address, he delivered short but meaningful message about the equality, freedom, and democracy. And his words success for inspired hope and unity among the people.
Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation, or any nation so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here, dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
From Abraham Lincoln, we can learn several important leadership values, which are the integrity, being honest and consistent, courage, making difficult decisions, vision, thinking about long-term goals, empathy, understanding and caring for others, and then these values are still relate for today, whether in leadership roles or in our daily lives. Okay, the conclusion is the leadership of Abraham Lincoln teaches us that the true leadership is not only about the power, but also about the empathy, responsibility, courage, and humanity. And history also reminds us that even in the darkest time, the great leader can also make a difference. Okay, guys, I think it's enough. Thank you for listening and bye bye. See you again. Dadah.